What's going on, guys? Nate here again with another jump rope tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to cover the toed cross, which is cross underneath one leg, just like that. If you're the kind of jumper that is looking to upgrade their skills to set a really solid foundation and become very efficient, this is the tutorial for you. All right, guys, let's get into it. So the main tips for this skill are all going to be borrowed from the single undercross. We're going to use a lot of those same ideas and apply them to this skill. So with that in mind, we're going to start with identifying which hand goes underneath on our cross. So if we're doing a normal single undercross and we stop, we find which hand is underneath. In my case, for right now, we're looking at my right hand going underneath my left. So the hand that's underneath is going to go underneath our leg. If you do the opposite, if you have your top hand go underneath, that's a different skill, and we're not going to do that one right now. So make sure that the hand that's going underneath on the cross is the hand that goes underneath your leg. We want to make sure that our hands go all the way across our body and create a really nice loop for us to jump through. As we're coming out of the skill, make sure that you keep your knee up. That way you still have clearance and you're able to move back into our standard pocket position. As you're jumping out of it, you're going to want to make sure that you jump higher than you think you need to. So the rope comes around, jump up. That way you give yourself plenty of room to bring your hand from this placement right here back underneath this leg and around. There's a couple of really big things we want to avoid during this skill. Number one, we don't want to hunch over. So as we cross, do not hunch your back. That's not going to help you set up to complete the skill. It's also going to be very detrimental moving forward if you ever add this skill to any other higher level skills. We also want to avoid dropping our knee prematurely. We want to keep it upright, okay? So when we drop it prematurely, it takes away a lot of the room and a lot of the tolerance to get around the rope coming out. So here you can see there, as silly as that might look, bringing my knee down and dropping it makes it much more difficult to complete this skill. And the last big thing we want to avoid is relying on your jump rope handles to create a wide enough loop. It's really common to use long handle ropes, which is absolutely okay. Just make sure that your hands are going past your knee, right? So you can see my hands past my knee, rather than if I was using a rope that's handle was much longer, I wouldn't want to keep my hand here and let the rope do the rest. The reason we do this is because it sets up really proper mechanics moving forward to any other skill. So avoid having a very small cross and avoid keeping your hands out in front of you. So whenever we practice a skill, we want to isolate the core movement so that we can get very proficient at that and then expand from there and add it into different combinations and sequences. So to practice the toed skill, we're going to start with a toe catch. All right, so if you're not familiar, a toe catch is bringing the rope around and catching it like that. So we're going to do this with the toed skill. So to start, we're going to just bring the rope around into the toed position, boom, making sure to keep in mind all of those things that we just talked about. So make sure that the hand that is underneath is the hand that goes underneath your leg. Make sure that your hand is going far enough apart and keep your body upright. So you're going to do this a few times until you're comfortable. You could do this for, say, 10 or 20 reps or whatever it takes for you to feel comfortable with this skill. Once we've done that, we are going to move on to a toed single under and then a toe catch, keeping our leg raised. So we're going to go around, single under, toe catch, just like that. Again, keeping in mind all of the other pointers that we've been talking about. So you'll do this a few times, go all the way around, single under, toe catch, just like that. And you'll keep running that until you're feeling quite comfortable going into this position. Again, checking for body position, staying upright, and keeping your knee up. Once you've got this, we are going to do a toed single under, and we are going to come out back to an open position toe catch, right? So no jump after the toed. We're just going to come into a single open position toe catch. So the rope goes around, toed, toe catch. Bringing our hands back into position, keeping our leg lifted. This is going to help you figure out where your hands need to go and how they move going back into the open position after the skill. So we'll run that a few more times until you're comfortable. Toed, catch, just like that, making sure to keep your hands back down in pocket position, get that rope underneath your toe. Do that again for 20 reps, maybe 30, depending on how many it takes to get used to and understand this movement. And then from there, we'll do one toed single under, one open single under, toe catch. So here, toed, open, boom. And this time we can bring our leg down, but make sure that you are, again, like we said in the main tips, lifting higher than you think you need to. That way you give yourself all the room and the tolerance to come out efficiently. Once we've got that locked down and it's feeling really comfortable, we can add in single under, toed, single under, toe catch. So single, toed, single, toe catch, boom. And that's it. Now you've got that toed locked down. If you like this tutorial, if it was helpful for you, send it to somebody else who might enjoy it. If you have any other questions, drop a comment below or hit me up on Instagram at NateKG. I hope you guys enjoyed that and I will see you in the next tutorial.